Hi, Prof. My name is Rob Fenza, and I have had the amazing opportunity of working on expanding our church. I'd like to give you an update on the progress we've made on expanding the table. And first, I just want to start off with thank you. Thank you to everyone who has really gone above and beyond to make this a reality. As you know, we're under construction, and it hasn't been easy getting to this point, and I'll update that in just a second. But getting back to the participation and the community coming together to help build this church and to help expand God's table, it's just been unbelievable. A wonderful opportunity for people to connect, for me to connect with others, but many people have been able to come together as we expand God's table. We're in the home stretch, and we've done really, really well. We've raised over $3.5 million so far, and we're about to start the last phase of the fundraising, which I'll call a seat for everyone. And we really need to work on providing a seat for everyone at our table, at God's table. The project has had a rough start. The approvals took a little longer than we expected, and the Borough of Westchester was very, very diligent in requiring us to fix the old building, fix the site, and conform to all modern day codes with the new building, of course. That process delayed us, but it also cost a little bit of money in design and approvals, and exceeded the budget that we put aside for that. So that's one area. The second area where the project has gone a little bit beyond what was originally expected is as we got into the demolition. As you do often in an old building, we found some conditions that needed to be corrected. Structural conditions. There's no way around them. So we're underpinning footings, and we tore down a wall that we had to rebuild because there was no footing underneath. When we tore out the ceiling, we discovered that our air conditioners, our existing rooftop air conditioners, didn't have proper structural support, so that has to be redone. And in fact, after we tore out the ceiling and realized that we don't have enough insulation, we decided to insulate the entire building with foam insulation that goes on top. And that will require a new roof over the entire building, which requires you to lift up all the air conditioners and reset them. So essentially, we're going to be rebuilding a major component to the building, which is the roof. What that's going to do for us, it's going to allow us to be more comfortable. It'll save wear and tear on our equipment because it won't have to work as hard to heat and cool the space. And it'll save money on our operating expenses because it'll lower the maintenance costs and lower the utility costs. So it's a good investment, but it's something that we didn't originally anticipate. The third thing, and this is probably, there's two sides of this that you can look at. You know, in Matthew, Jesus said, "On this rock I will build my church." Well, we found the mother of all rocks underneath our church. It is a boulder that is so big it cannot be moved. And in fact, we broke a piece of equipment trying to chip at the knuckle of the boulder. The boulder comes right out of the hill, and it goes right under the corner of the church. So we are literally going to redesign our footings so they go over top of the rock and modify the design, which slows us down a little bit, costs a little more money, but we have this opportunity to build our church on the rock. And I think, you know, that is just really powerful. So I'm asking everyone, if you haven't pledged yet, please consider a pledge of any amount. Getting connected and having skin in the game and being part of this project is really, really nice, really important. And your sacrifice will really go a long way. Secondly, if you've already made a pledge, thank you. My wife Marcy and I and many, many others have already decided that we're going to increase our pledges, and if you have the ability to do that, I ask that please do that. These costs that we're coming up to now, we need to raise at least $4 million total. We're 3.5, we need to go to $4 million total. If we can go even closer to $4.5 million, that means we hardly have any debt when we're finished the project, which would be a beautiful thing because we can put more of our operating money into program and not into debt service. So thank you very much. Prav, you're an amazing church community, and I wish you all the best as you prayerfully consider a pledge or an increased pledge. Thank you.